What's up, everybody? Josh Armijo here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Candelabrum, entitled Necrotelepathy. This is released on Altare Productions. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Portugal, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very dark, harrowing, raw style of black metal. Yeah. Interesting backstory as to how I heard about this band and how I acquired this record. I had a conversation with my very dear friend Canyon Bickle. He reached out to me, and basically, whenever he hears some really, really awesome black metal, he gets this there's almost this glow and aura around him whenever he tells me about something, which is to be expected because I consider him to be a very good source for listening to black metal. He told me about Candelabrum, basically saying, hey, dude, you need to listen to this song. And he linked me a song called Necrotelepathy Part 1, Distant Voices in the Darkest Night. He told me that upon the first minute or so of listening to it, he immediately hunted down a copy and he bought it. It had that much of an effect on him. And he linked me to a SoundCloud link to that exact specific song. And the minute I had heard this song, which was quite lengthy, I immediately got why he loved it so much, why it really struck a nerve in him. And I would say that listening to that song struck a nerve in me too, because as soon as I found out how much I enjoyed it, I asked him where could I buy it. And then he linked me to Arcane Altar, and then, as is the case with any sort of great black metal project he recommends to me, I hunt it down, I buy it, and the rest is history. In my enjoyment of this project, I decided to do a little bit of looking up and researching. Of course, like I said, this is a project based out of Portugal, a country that seems to be very, very top quality hotbed for raw black metal, most notably with a band like Black Silice leading the charge. Seriously raw and evil black metal. I almost get the sense that the same person or persons behind Black Silice could be behind a project like Candelabrum, because everything about it screamed raw black metal. From the vocals, to the riffs, to the atmosphere, to the tension, it just felt scary. It had that ominous vibe going for it, and I fucking loved it. And I wanted to hear more, so I bought the record, I listened to it, and now here we are with this debut full length. This project put out 3 different demos prior in 2015. They're long demo titles, so I had to write them down for the benefit of this video. An Ordeal for the Souls, The Summoning, Gathering Energies from the Moon to Unleash the Spell of Destruction, and The Darkest Horizon of Times, Conspiring with the Dead for Human Domination, or something like that. Yeah. Now we have this debut full-length from Candelabrum entitled Necrotelepathy. It's only 2 songs, but it clocks in at around 33 minutes in length. Both songs range from within 17 to 16 minutes in length. These are very lengthy songs. But once you listen to the lengthiness of the songs, and once you let something like this begin to grow with you, you will soon get it. You will get something as insane and as evil sounding as this. I mean, musically and sonically, this is really as raw as it gets. The riffs have that almost repetitious sort of factor. You hear it upon the first part of the Necrotelepathy song, and these are the kind of riffs that are going to get cycled into your head and get stuck with you, but once the song progresses forward and moves along, you get some seriously amazing guitar playing going on here. The riff work is really tremendous and very amazing to listen to. Very well structured, very well suited for this style of black metal. Even to the second part of this release with Prayers for the Damnation of Man. Seriously, it gets more amazing than that. It's honestly hard to pick what riffs stand out the most between the 2 songs that are on here. And I think it's really amazing the level of gamesmanship that you hear with these guitar riffs. Very scary, very haunting. It's very brooding for a black metal release, and I would expect nothing less from a project like a Candelabrum. It really is sensational. Very good low-end sort of bass when it comes to a release like this. This is very a guitar-heavy sort of record, but the bass tone definitely handles itself nicely. Like I said, this is very much a riff-driven sort of record, but I think everything balances itself out nicely. The haunting essences that come with a record like this, the way certain tracks sound, the way certain things are built up and led up, in sections of the tracks really make it all the more interesting, and I love that they include something like that on Necrotelepathy. The drumming on here, like the guitar playing and everything else, is very raw and unvarnished, and I don't think it could have sounded better any other way. I really think the drumming is fantastic. Lots of traditional sort of black metal blasting going on. I love the drum structure. I love how everything sounds. I love the almost raw qualities that you hear in the cymbal crashes and snare sounds and fills and everything. It just sounds fantastic. I love the drums the most on the first song, Distant Voices in the Darkest Night. Very, very incredible drum performance. And one thing that really stood out to me the most about Necrotelepathy is the vocals. If you hear Black Celice, you can tell that there is a very different sort of vocal quality if you compare something like Black Celice to Candelabrum. Candelabrum has a little bit more of a wailed, almost vampyric sort of sound when it comes to the vocals. Very, very frightened, very scary, very distraught. There's a very distraught vibe going on with the vocals, and I love that these kind of vocals are being used for a release like this. It's scary, it's frightening, and I love the fear that this singer brings to the two tracks that are on here. It's really sensational. So overall, this is an incredible debut. If you are into raw black metal or black metal from Portugal, something like Necrotelepathy will be right up your alley. I really think that this is a diamond in the rough for raw black metal in 2016, and this very well could see a spot in the top 20 list. Considering how overly flooded and packed my list is starting to become, I have no idea where I could possibly put it, but if the year is over, there could be a spot for something like this in particular. So this is definitely recommended to anybody who is into raw black metal, and of course I got to thank my buddy Canyon for passing this sort of music along to me so I have inspiration to get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you a link to the track, the first Necrotelepathy song, Distant Voices in the Darkest Night. I believe Mr. Craig Legase uploaded the song to his YouTube channel. It was on a SoundCloud, but I honestly think it's a better shot to stream it on YouTube. And the vinyl version, to the best of my knowledge, is sold out. This is just by my guess because I don't see it on Arcane Altar, which distributed it in the United States, and Altare Productions itself. This was limited to around 161 copies on vinyl. The vinyl packaging is leaves a little to be desired because it's just a sleeve. It is a paper sort of sleeve. You have this little thing here, this entryway, which is very similar to Black Celice's photography. But yeah, you have Necrotelepathy, Candelabrum. You have the back of this with the some more really nice photography on here, and the font and the track listing on here. Like I said, it's a very simplistic sort of sleeve. Supposedly this is supposed to be hand numbered, but I don't see anything written on here. Limited to 161 copies. Comes on this this little lyric sheet here with the globe, the logo, and lyrics for both songs. Candelabrum stands against nowadays black metal. Death will hunt you down. You know who you are. Very good little manifesto. Similar to a manifesto you would see on a Black Celice release. So the similarities are very, very scary. Feels wax-coated, to be honest. Standard black vinyl, two very, very long grooves. The looks like a sticker is placed on both side A and side B, or whatever you want to call it. But this is total death packaging, if I do say so myself, and I would hope a label like Altare Productions are smart and intelligent enough to see this get a proper repress, and if the repress happens to be on a sleeve, I may want to buy another copy to to have just for the sake of having a nice sleeve for it, because this deserves better. So, again, the album is Necrotelepathy by Candelabrum. This is released on Altare Productions. Listen to this. Buy this if you're ever able to find a copy. I highly recommend that you do so. And for a score, I'm going to give this a very strong 9 out of 10. Very impressive raw black metal from Portugal. So if you happen to have heard this release, definitely let me know what you think about it and how you feel about it. Or any of you guys into Candelabrum, or any of you guys into Black Silice. Let me know. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until next time, Army Ho out.